Alrighty, Darren Yergin here on behalf of the NCAA following Game 2 of the 2023 NCAA Baseball Championships here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We're joined by Endicott. From left to right, it's head coach Brian Haley, Caleb Spur, Danny McDougall, and Joseph Millar. So just an opening statement from you, Coach Haley, on sort of what you saw out there, how you thought the game went.
Yeah, first a shout out to my father, Arnold, who's dealing with some significant health challenges and a battle. I'm thinking about you every day, praying about you every day. I love you. As far as the game goes, I thought Baldwin Wallace did a really good job coming out, putting together really good at-bats against Gabe, and obviously got on the board early and continued to score. Really a relentless offense, so hats off to them for what they were able to do early in the game. We were pretty stagnant through the middle period of the game, I thought, and then obviously we do have guys who want to compete and fight and have pride, so they found a way to battle and put up some runs late and make it a closer score, but you know, they won the game early, and they did a good job, so hats off to them.
Why don't we start with Sean?
Coach, just talk about the fight, at the end there. A lot of momentum built into those last couple innings. Talk about how that momentum can carry over until tomorrow.
Like I said, it's just guys who want to compete, and obviously at bat to at bat, that's all you're trying to do, and I think they did a good job of that late innings, seeing more pitches, not going down early in the count, weak contact. I thought they did a good job of getting the count deeper and doing some damage, which they're capable of. Obviously, Danny with the big home run late. But I'm proud of them. I'm proud of these guys. I love these guys. We've been playing together 53 games now. They've showed me they battle all year long, so I wasn't surprised by that. That's kind of what they do.
Brian, I'm sure Danny will get asked about his performance, but just talk about Foxy a little bit. Will Fox, ate up some big innings for the team out of the pen today?
Yeah, I mean, we needed someone to stop the bleeding. We were gushing blood there, and Foxy did a really good job of coming in and settling us down and give us a chance to get back in the game. It didn't happen right away. Obviously, it happened a little bit later. But proud of Foxy. He hasn't pitched as much as last year, but obviously it's a big role for him. Big job today for him. He did a great job.
Go ahead, Jim or Pat.
Coach, you talked, they got some good at-bats, especially against Gabe. He gave up some runs in the Super Regional too. What were they hitting off of him today? What was Baldwin Wallace doing right?
He just wasn't sharp, honestly, and I think he'd be the first to say that. He wasn't executing the pitches the way he knows he's capable. They do work at bats. They do lay off breaking balls in the dirt. He was missing arm side. He was getting his breaking ball down, and then when he did come in the zone, they did a good job of being on barrel. I mean, I do credit them. Gabe's an All-American. I mean, it's a bad day. I think we're all entitled to a bad day, certainly. And, we'll move forward. He'll move forward.
Coach, you've been in this position before in the regionals. You lost your first game, I think.
Yes, sir.
But you were able to come back and struggle through. How does that experience help going forward?
Yeah, we just talked about that. We know we're capable of doing that. Obviously, the level of competition here is greater, but we're aware of that, and we know we're capable. We do have a very, very deep pitching staff. I do think because of that, we are able to go deep into a tournament and play 5 games, and then another 2 or 3, and find a way to put together quality starters out there and relievers. So we're confident, and they can score runs. So we're certainly still confident that we can get the job done.
Danny, you were hitting the ball day to day, obviously, and talked about, and briefly, we've already mentioned the home run late, but tell us a little bit about what you were seeing today, what was working for you.
I think I like to attack early, and I think, if I remember correctly, that was the second pitch of the at-bat. Hung me a slider. I got a good piece of that one, and then other than that, I'm a big ball and play guy. I think with my first 3 hits of the day, really, they weren't the hardest balls you've ever seen hit, but I think I put the ball in play enough to the point where those happen and those balls get down. So I think that's a big piece of my piece of the way I hit, and then I got a hold of one late. So.
Right, I think you hit one through the left side of the infield first time around, and the second time down the right field line, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't sell those hits short.
No, I'm saying. Not so. I'm just saying they weren't 100 off the bat.
All right, fair enough. Exit speed, got it.
Caleb, you were part of the sort of uprising that was continuing to the 9th inning. Talk about sort of how the hitters were approaching, having a big deficit late.
Yeah, so we went in there just knowing that we had to see some pitches. We didn't want to get out early. So just taking a strike was the first thing that we were doing. And after that, just kind of scrapping and clawing. whatever you can to get through, get to the next hitter. So I think that was the approach that we had.
Just open for anybody, just to talk about kind of, I know it's been touched on a little bit, but regrouping, focusing, coming back and playing at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we'll go out to dinner tonight, have a nice team dinner, get to bed early, wake up early, and be ready to go. Like you said, it happened in the regional. We've been through it before. We know what to expect. We just got to wake up and play good baseball. I don't think today was our best baseball, certainly, and I think we're capable of more, and I think we want to go prove that, to everybody.
Joey, you want to talk about that from a student athlete perspective as a leader on this team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, straight up, we just got punched in the mouth there. We dropped that game, but the confidence doesn't waver at all with this team. We've been there with the regional. We're really ready to go starting tomorrow morning. So just right back at it tomorrow morning, keep our approach, keep supporting each other, keep loving each other, and we'll get to where we need to be.
Yeah, and really, I guess just for you, the kind of last question, Coach. I mean, you feel like if maybe that one big inning is 4 or 5 instead of 8, you probably would have a better chance there to make that comeback at the end. Obviously, you guys were pushing. It's just a tough deficit to erase with an 8-run inning. So I know you talked about the adversity of your group, but just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, when you get down big, like Joe said, it's like you're in a fight, you get punched in the face, and you got to get up and keep fighting, and it's hard to do, but you just try to do it. Yeah, it would have been great if it was only 4, but it was 8. So it's just baseball. It's just the way it works. You just got to keep battling and competing. So honestly, we'll leave this room. We'll flush that game away. We'll learn from it. We do have a lot to learn, especially in the mound from that. And then move forward to Misericordia, who's another really good team. We'll be ready to fight. They compete like heck too. So we'll be ready, and they'll be ready too.
That's it for me. Any other questions? Alrighty, I think that'll wrap things up here with the Endicott group. Appreciate you four for joining us, and I wish you guys good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.